Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna and I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday around health, wellness, and lifestyle vlogs. Okay, so for today's video, I am trying Thistle, which is a vegan meal delivery service. And as you might have noticed in some of my other videos, I'm trying to go more plant-based, which just means it's not that I don't ever eat meat, but I'm trying to build my meals more around vegetables, grains, seeds, stuff like that, than animal protein. So I thought it would be really cool to try a meal delivery service for a week and see how I liked it, how I felt at the end of the week, and all that jazz. So basically it's just gonna be a compilation of me eating. If you're into that, then keep watching. Hey, so I just wanted to pop in here for a quick second and just talk about like a plant-based diet and what exactly that means, kind of how I'm going about transitioning more into a plant-based diet, and basically just, yeah, wanted to give some more context behind why I'm even doing a video of me trying Thistle, aka a vegan meal delivery app or service. So I first just wanted to give like the actual definition of what a plant-based diet is for any of those of you who have never maybe heard of this before or confuse it with being vegan. Being plant-based and being vegan are two different things, so I just wanted to read off the definition for you. A plant-based diet is a diet consisting mostly of or entirely of foods derived from plants, including vegetables, grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, and fruits, with few or no animal product. A plant-based diet is not necessarily vegetarian. To go off of this, so being vegan basically means like you don't eat meat, you don't wear meat, you don't buy, products that pertain to animals or were harmed in any way or anything like that. And a plant-based diet is a little bit more so like, maybe like a flexitarian diet is kind of what you can compare it to, as far as you're building your plates and your meals around fruits, vegetables, legumes, seeds, stuff like that, that you would assume or maybe naturally think as a vegan diet, but you're not necessarily restricting yourself to, never eating a piece of cheese again, or never having, salmon at dinner, or even, not wearing leather again, for example, in another area. So the reason I decided I wanted to start going more plant-based is I just felt a lot of my meals were maybe a little bit more like Americanized. You focus more on the meat surrounding the meal than you are focusing on, the vegetables and the other ingredients that actually give you the nutrients. And so I started doing a little bit more research and just listening to what I was hearing online around like a plant-based diet and eating more vegetables and less animal protein, and watching a lot of documentaries and movies, all of which I will link, as always, really good resources that you can look at down below to just inform yourself. I think it's always nice just to be educated and inform yourself on what exactly is going on, and to kind of make that decision for yourself. But everything that I saw was pretty traumatizing, I would say. Most of the things you'll watch in some of the movies, if you've ever watched like a vegan movie or a documentary on, animal slaughterhouses and stuff like that, it is very gruesome and definitely makes you not want to eat a piece of meat for at least a week. But for me, it was more than that. I felt like I wanted to go more plant-based for health conscious reasons, and also just for the ethics and the environmental reasons behind it. Because one thing I heard somebody say was most people who try to go vegan, like only 1% of them actually stick and stay vegan, and most people go back to eating meat or the way they were eating because they find it too hard, or they couldn't get over the detox period. When you switch, you do go through a detox period of like headaches and fatigue, and it's different for everybody else, but like your body's, detoxing from all that animal meat you have inside you, basically. And so somebody had said, if people instead of just went extreme, right, and went totally vegan just to find out they couldn't do it and they went back to eating animal products, if just everybody could just eat less meat, the world would be so much better off. And I felt like that quote really stuck to me, because I was like, what a better way of looking at it, instead of freaking myself out like, oh my god, I can never have meat again, or I can never have dairy again. Instead I look at it, it's like, no, for health reasons, I want to start building my meals and making choices to where I can eat a more plant-based diet with fruits and vegetables and get those nutrients and really reap the benefits without having to give up everything, right? So for me, I was like, I'm doing good for myself and the environment just by eating less meat, and I want to start there. So a couple of weeks ago, that's kind of where I started. I did maybe like 80% plant-based and 20% still had some animal meat here and there. I'd say like maybe a piece of chicken and fish a week, and that was it. So like 2 pieces of meat a week. And then it slowly dwindled down, because I would say the more you go into this lifestyle and see how good you feel, the less you kind of crave those things, and you're almost worried. You're like, oh, I really don't want to eat that because I'm not sure how it's going to make me feel, because I'm feeling so good already. And so that's kind of why I decided to make the switch. And I'm still, I wouldn't say 100%. I really don't want to label myself or put anything out there to where it backlashes against me if I ever have, you know, a regular piece of pizza again. But I would just say, do your research, and there's just so much more good that can happen if you just try to eat less meat. So I always want to challenge, you know, the people on here, and even have them challenge me back, is maybe try like a meatless Monday, where just for dinner you don't have meat and you have something instead, whether it's, you know, pasta and veggies, or a grain bowl, or tofu scramble, or something like that. And I would just encourage you to maybe experiment with some, you know, different ways of eating that you haven't tried before, and I bet you would really surprise yourself. So start with maybe a meatless Monday, or maybe tell yourself, you know, every week I'm only gonna have meat 3 days a week, and see how I feel. So there's always a good starting point for anybody out there who's looking to get more into it, but maybe nervous of how hard it's gonna be or doesn't know where to start. One of my friends was telling me too is, you know, she went vegetarian and her boyfriend wasn't. He still ate meat, but she said when he would come over, she would only cook vegetarian because that's what she was doing. And then slowly he started realizing how much better he felt after he was eating her meals versus the meals he was eating, you know, out with meat and stuff like that. And so then he switched over and now is vegetarian too. And so I'm not saying it works for everybody or this is the right way, but I do think there's a lot of good that can be done by just eating less meat in general and making our footprint on this earth smaller. So there's my little tidbit about why I'm doing this and why I think following a plant-based diet is definitely the way to go, because that just means you're not having to give up meat. It just means you're structuring your meals and your eating habits more around fruits and legumes and vegetables and seeds and stuff like that than animal protein. So I encourage you to check out the links I'll put below and do some research for yourself to figure out if this is something you think you could try. And if you can, I really would encourage it, because I have felt so amazing. So now I'm like a few weeks into it. I definitely went through a detox period where I had fatigue and headaches and stuff like that. So don't be alarmed. It's normal. It's not the time to give up. But now that it's through it, I feel literally incredible. Like I bounce out of bed with energy. I just feel happier overall. I feel light after my meals. And not to mention I feel good about my decisions too, to, you know, save the animals and not eat, you know, animal protein and stuff like that. So we'll see where this takes me, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing right now, which is why it led me to want to try a meal delivery service. And I thought it would be really fun just to do a video on me tasting some of the meals for a day and telling you how they are, what they taste like, because I think another objection people might have to a plant-based diet or going vegan is, you know, that's gross or it won't taste good or all this stuff. And there is just so many ways you can make food taste good. And so having that objection come up, in my opinion, is ridiculous. So I wanted to just show you some of the meals I was eating from Thistle that is all vegan and how good the meals actually are, and then hopefully it'll give you some inspiration to either try a vegan meal delivery service like once a week, just to maybe dip your toes in and get some inspiration of, you know, how to cook vegan or how to eat more of a plant-based lifestyle. And yeah, this isn't sponsored in any way. I just did my research. Thistle had some of the best looking vegan food, and their ingredients were all whole ingredients. They don't use any like added sugars or additives or gums or anything like that. So I firmly stand behind me saying that they are good and you should try them. So I'm just gonna show you some snippets of me getting my meal delivery and what that looks like, trying the food, what the food looks like, how I would rate it, and all that good stuff, and just basically how you would eat a day in a life as a vegan. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get to eating. Alright, so this is the spread. So I ordered a few different things for today, and Thistle does deliveries every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so your food is like made really fresh and clean. So that's why there's only like a little bit for today, because this will just last us till Wednesday when I get another delivery. So I just wanted to show you what we got here. Southwest sweet potato taco salad with chipotle black beans. They look seriously so good. And there's 2 of those for Mark and I. And then a beet poke bowl with sesame mung beans. Sounds honestly so good, and this dressing looks bomb. So 2 of those for lunches Monday and Tuesday. And then I got these Korean veggie rice noodles with togarashi adasha. Oh my gosh. Anyways, these look really good. There's just like a bunch of veggies and brown rice noodles with like a little sauce. And then I got me this spring muesli with fresh fruit and turmeric granola to try as one of their breakfasts. It looks so fresh and delicious. And then I got Mark peanut butter banana chocolate energy balls, because he always talks about these. So yeah, so I thought this was a good little try thing to do for a little vegan meal prep and see how we like it. So the first meal is this spring muesli with fresh fruit and turmeric granola, and this is what it looks like in the thing. It honestly looks so good. So I'm going to put this into a microwave safe bowl and heat it up for like 40 seconds, and then I'll do a little taste test for you. Alright, just got back from a walk, heated this up. Let's try it, a little live taste test for you. Really good. It's like really cinnamony, and the consistency of the granola has like a really nice crunch, and it has like goji berries in it. I love goji berries. And the oatmeal is seriously like my favorite type of oatmeal. It's like thicker, it's not runny, and it actually tastes really good. This is a thumbs up for me. Okay, it is now lunchtime, and I'm going to eat this beet poke bowl with sesame mung beans. You can see the ingredients right there. And yeah, I chose this one just because I was more in the mood for this one than the taco salad today. So I'm gonna try it and I'll give you my little taste test. So I'm not a huge fan of beets, so I thought it'd be interesting to try this. The beet poke is supposed to be like tuna, and honestly it kind of looks like tuna, so I'm excited. And like my first impression is it smells really good. Got a hair on me. Smells really good. Let's see what this dressing is. So it's like the mung beans and then radish and this beet over a bed of lettuce with this. Oh my god, this smells so delicious. All of their stuff is like vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, so like I'm just in shock right now. Just absolute shock. So, okay, so as you can see, I have a little bit of like the beet on here with the radish and the like rice mung bean mix with the dressing and the salad. So let's try it. Wow. That is so bomb. What the heck? How do they do that? All right, so my first experience so far of this like plant-based lifestyle is a 10 out of 10. Probably shouldn't talk with my mouth open, but holy crap, wow. All right, as you can tell, I'm feeling a little low in energy, so we're gonna try their peanut butter banana chocolate energy balls. Mark already had one of these and he said they were really good. So what I like about Thistle so far is all their stuff is just made with whole real ingredients. So besides the obvious like peanut butter, banana, dates, stuff like that, everything else is like shredded coconut, maple syrup, flax seeds, Himalayan pink salt, and cinnamon is like how it's seasoned and stuff. So yummy. Yum yum. This one. Cheers. 10 out of 10 for me. I would eat these again 100%.
So good.
All right, next up, dinner. Alright, it's finally dinner time and I'm actually so excited about this one because it just looks delicious and fresh. So it's the Korean veggie and rice noodles. It says it's like the sesame garlic dressing that goes with it. I'm all about that. And the best thing about this meal is it literally says I toss it in a skillet with the sauce for 2 to 3 minutes and then it's done. So let's heat this baby up and do a little taste test. I have Ratatouille on in the background, so please enjoy a movie while I taste test. This seriously looks so bomb. And I love that their dinners are like more warm dishes. Whoa, look at that steam. Because I love having a warm dish for dinner. So I'm actually stoked about this. And then as you saw, I added some sriracha because I like a little spice. So good. It just tastes like a classic stir fry that you would order from somewhere that's like really good and healthy because it's got tons of vegetables and no meat. All right guys, so this was the last meal of the day. Thanks for coming along with my little Thistle meal prep delivery review day. Honestly, I thought all the meals were so good. They were all healthy, whole food, vegan options. And so I just love that there's things like this out there that make life easier and we can all learn a little bit more about being plant-based and vegan without jumping all the way in. So I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend trying this company. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope this kind of opened your eyes to what a plant-based diet even means, how it can look, and how delicious the food really tastes. Like seriously, those meals were so delicious. It's insane. I'll definitely keep trying them out because I too am looking for more inspiration and just learning how to navigate more of a vegan, plant-based lifestyle. So I'm excited to keep trying them out and sharing my journey with you guys. If you liked this video, please give a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday around health, wellness, and lifestyle vlogs, so hit that notification bell so you never miss one of those videos. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.